Hey, my little welder people and forestry people and whatever you want to call yourselves. Just been working for the last couple hours here. I'm going to preempt this video with, sometimes we have to do what we have to do. So you're going to see me doing things that I don't normally do, but I can do it because I can. I learned years ago when I worked in machine shops and I worked all over the world. Anyways, I've had a lot of experience with what I'm going to show you. I did 2 pins by hand, welded sleeves in, and you'll see the fit up in the end. And yeah, before you come after me and say you should have hired a line boring machine, I think I say it somewhere in the machine video. We don't have that option. They're 2 or 3 weeks out behind always, and so I did it by hand the old-fashioned way, which I've done, and I've learned in the past how to do it. And you'll see the fit up. I hope you'll agree I'm pretty good. I'm a little conceited too, arrogant, conceited. And then there's another part that I'm going to show you where I'm fitting up a machine part that holds. I'm just taking up the slop, so I'm overlaying some beads to make the wore out part taller. And I used to overlay forging dies years ago with hard surface stellite, and they're all round. They worked. I got a lot of time under the helmet doing overlay and building up and getting square corners and stuff like that, so machinists can cut them off and make them nice. But so don't give me shit about this. This is the way it's got to be done. This is the way I'm doing it. And watch the video, enjoy, and I will see you soon. Okay. Cheers. Hey, good morning. Hello, how do you do? Wake up, sunshine. Oh, Captain Kangaroo. Do you guys remember Captain Kangaroo in Tennessee Tuxedo? Hey, I'm going to show you what I'm up to today. Well, yesterday and today. Finally getting at this Fabtech head with these pins that were all wore out. And my machinist buddy, he made me some bushings because this was so wore out, and I got them. I had to, because just because we don't have the line boring ability at the moment. Well, it would be a challenge anyways with all that stuff on there. And at any rate, so I had to make me bushings, and I whittled out the holes. And some guys will go, how did you get them so they're so nice and straight? I installed one in the back. I put the pin in with these 2 on it, and all I did was scribe lines on the faces. And I basically got a plethora of tools that I use to get them in there. And now I got to fit them yet again, get the pins in, weld them in, polish them up. This pin is stationary. You'll see what I mean. I'll bring you along today. It is, after all, Saturday, but I still got 8 machines deep outside. I gotta work. You gotta work when the work is here, right? So come on along and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fit these pins here this morning. So who says you can't do this by hand? I got 3 bushings in on this side. I'm waiting for it to cool off so I can fit the pin. Everything ground polished. I gotta do a little bit of fitting on this side yet. Got that one welded in. I changed the way I did it from yesterday on that side. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more polishing to get everything to slide good, and then I'll show you what I did. Actually, well, I'll tell you what I did. I just tacked them in with the TIG welder. All with the pressure on the one side of the bearing. I had a pretty good tight fit. TIG welded, tack, just like a piper. Pulled the pin out, it slid right out. So everything was stayed in line. Then I wire feed welded around it and polished them off, and I just run the whistle grinder through there to make sure she's no snoogies, and I'll show you the fitment when I get done.
Okay.
Okay, I thought I'd show you how I'm fitting this. Ooh, look at, I got the door open, it's nice out today. So I just got done fitting the last bushing and with the pin in. What I was saying before is I'll take the TIG welder and I'll just spot these all the way around. They're gonna shrink up a little bit from the heat. I just got this one set in. Don't mind the gap. That'll get filled with weld. Enough that this pin is stationary. So that's what I'm doing. And if you don't like it, tell me about it, because I know you will. No. And I said I got to get them nice and square. The weight of the pin is holding it down, so all these 60% of the surface area I got perfectly sitting on the bushing. And all the weight is always down on it, so I don't have any other option. And for those who do come back and say, yeah, why don't you hire a guy to line bore it and all that stuff, and this would be in the way. Well, you'd have to take it all off. Not only that, this is what we're doing. And I gotta say, 100 years ago, before they had portable machining equipment, this is what you would have done. So it's a good old skill to have. And like I said, I had my machinist buddy make me 6 different bushings for the 6 thicknesses. I put the pin in, pushed it up tight, slid the bushings over, and all I did was scribe a line around it and grind to the line. It's like connecting dots, dot to dot in the coloring book. Grind to the line and just keep polishing till you get it right there. These holes were bad. So like I said, I got probably from about 3 o'clock on that side up to about 10 o'clock, if you're looking at it clockwise, is snug fit against there on all 3 of them. So we'll just, like I said, let the weight hold it, tack them in place, slide the pin out. I will wire feed it, polish it like the other side. Like that side is not quite all done. Wait, get out of the light, he says. It's not all quite done, but all I gotta do is fit the pin now. And there will be no more schlop. All I gotta do is polish them up so they look like that, and then fit the pins. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But like I said, don't have much choice, do I? All fitted up. I had to show you this. Where's the light switch? Listen to this. You hear that? See that? You see that? That was all done by hand. Skilled trade. Lack of a boring bar. Anyways, I'm really happy with that. That's pin fit. All the way back in. Same with this guy. This one I got actually a little bit tighter. Watch. That is nice. She's tight. So I just thought I'd show off here. Those are not supposed to spin. It's just stationary, but them arms take a heck of a beating on there. So that's why they're there. Anyways, yeah, these arms. Hopefully you'll see it back together before long. Alright, I'm happy now. That's cool. Did I say I did that all by hand? Round 2. Got that all fitted up. I show you. I know it ain't right. I don't know what it's supposed to be because we can't tell, but that's what they originally had on it. I think that bolt, there was supposed to be a tapped block in the head itself and the bolt was going like this. I gotta watch what I'm doing. Anyways, I got them perfect. So now I'm on to the walking beams. Or them are the walking beams. I don't know what they call them. Don't care, I just know what I gotta fix. The other ones were shot. The lip. Let me get my pointer out here. Oh, it's about 3/16 or almost a 1/4 inch wore in there. This thing was flopping back and forth. So I'm just gonna build up a cushion of weld, see what I started here. And I thought, I better bid you that. So I'm gonna build up another one, or finish that one, and put another one over the top. And just there too, I'm just gonna hand grind it because basically this washer, once I'm up to flush, and it's got a bottom out on that shaft over there, there's a dowel to keep it locked in place. It's not too hard. But then I started looking, oh crackage, oh crackage, oh we got crackage. So I got a lot of work to do yet. I got it really, really cold. Short, just building her up. Cooking my dinner. Yeah, inside that hole. Not bad for a rookie, huh? Watch the camera shakes, Mike. I kept the parent material right here, so I got a place to grind to. So it'll be fairly straightforward. Look at that. Wow. Okay. I just thought I'd show you a little welding. So I can suppose I can show you all this. Look at there. I put it in there, I installed it, and then I measured, and I've got 9 5/16 to this lip right here. So I didn't even have to, all I had to do was take my grinder and I just laid it in there and made it flat. There's no wobble, see? Whether it's parallel with the bore, I don't know. We'll find that out tomorrow. But my ass is toast. I started grinding and there's a lot of cracks in this thing. I'm gonna give that up. It's time to go. Moi! Look what. Turn my viewfinder around. See the crackage? Spent a bit of time of grinding there. This one you got all the way through. Hey, so I can put a full pin weld in there. I had to get the grease and oil out of there. So that's what I did. And this is that surface that I just showed you where I got it nice and flat. For the cap, this part is irrelevant. It's just to take up the space to keep this thing from flopping around in that head. So I'm going to go ahead and start welding this up. I'm going to have to tie that together. She's going to, well, I left a little bit right there. And right there. On the end. You can see also the old original torch marks of this piece. So they had a picture, they just set that in and they were relying on all their weld. They didn't have it tight at all. There's a 1/4 inch gap around there, so they must have pictured it and just left it up to the welder to fill the gap, and so that kind of became a weak point in there, that space. Anyhow, all for manufacturing, that's the way it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these up. First I'm going to just use the hard wire and just fill this up with a root pass. A root pass, and I found a deep one right there, and then there's also a piece of I can't see it, like a slag inclusion right in the steel. This one is good. This one has no cracking issues. That one has. So I'm going to proceed to weld it up, and then I don't know what. So, well, like I said, I'm going to just use the hard wire for a root pass. I'm going to make that crack go away. Fill it up so I got something backer, and then I'll use the flux core on the rest of it. I'll turn it up into position. But I like to take the hard wire and go vertical because I can really get penetration. Kind of like the old pipers. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go vertical on that, get really good penetration because you can see it just works better for me. That's what I'm going to do. Another reason I did that is because I had to stay close to this hole. It's gonna get ground off, but took me what, 3 passes? 2? Anyways, time to switch over to the other guy and the old flux core. It may not be pretty, but I don't have to worry. All I gotta do is round that radius just a little bit, flush that off. But I know she's attached. Did I show you guys how good this fits? You hear that? Perfect. It's perfect. I'm happy with that. Had to show you once again.